Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is Africa is Next podcast. Yes, that's the one where we talk about anything anime, comic book, manga, webtoon, anything geek related for that matter. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's indie comics or famous stuff. It doesn't really matter. As long as something that we like, we will talk about it. Right? So what do I have here? I have Tebelo from KC Media. That's his YouTube channel. On there, you can find two podcasts. One is Nerdgasm, and the other one is The Geek Spot. And then we have Buckmeister Cool from Master Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reacts. He also has a webtoon out, actually three webtoons. One is Black Panther versus Kang, which has 6 issues, and then one is Black Fist, and the other is Neon Wave. Do check out all that stuff under Meister Geek Media on webtoon. And I am
boy, is he
Mr.
working on his
Exploding.
animation. Sorry to interrupt, but
Pardon?
his walk cycles are looking better and better. I'm sorry, it's like damn.
That is true. That is true. And yeah, I'm Mr. Extraordin, and I am a writer. I am a comic book artist and a podcaster, graphic designer, all that stuff. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be continuing our discussion about Common Side Effects, which is an animated series that is on Adult Swim at the moment. Season 1 currently playing, and we have covered episodes 1 to 6, I think, right?
Yeah.
1 to
No,
5.
4. 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah.
No, I believe we did.
Are you sure?
Wait. Do we even know our own channels?
We did 5 and 6, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
we
feel
did
like
5
we
and
did.
6. You're right. We did
Yeah.
5 and 6.
I'm the one who didn't. I'm the one who didn't read 6 because they were in prison and
Oh, Ganen, yes.
Yeah.
they were not having the fun time in prison. I was like, this. What kind of jail is this? I've watched Oz. People are supposed to be having all kinds of fun here.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing episode 7 and 8 today, and Buckmeister is
having fun with that nightmare of J. Jonah Jameson.
yeah, he's ready to breathe some fire on us. So
Ooh.
before that
Ooh.
happens, let me just share my screen and give you guys a synopsis of episode 7 quickly. It's called Blowfish. It says that Marshall is rescued by another inmate, but now Marshall owes him a favor. Desperate to get out of prison, he works on a risky plan when he runs into a surprising ally, Francis Graples, with a life-changing event. All right, cool.
Oh, wait, so is this the episode where Francis's mama is climbing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
Okay.
It should be because
all right. So here's where we start, okay? This is what's this? This is where we start. So first off and foremost, yeah, we see Marshall's just survived almost getting,
an assassination attempt.
Yeah. Legit
Number
assassination
75.
attempt.
Huh?
No, but I'm saying like this one came close,
Compared to Truckun.
No, well, okay, yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, they're similar, it's just that they're different circumstances, but they're
Like,
similar.
boy, is he lucky. I was like, boy.
Yeah,
Wena?
no. Truckun was seeking smoke. Truckun was seeking smoke. But yeah, this guy is up close and personal, and they hit him with a brick. Yeah.
Buxton. This is how how I'm gonna imagine like this is how I'm gonna imagine things. This is how it looks like now. So whenever you get cheated on, this is the image that should go through your head, like boom, right in the face. Die. So
Yeah. So that happens, and I mean the guy came in the nick of time to help Marshall. So I guess he really meant it when he says he has Marshall's back, even though it was subtle.
Has Marshall's back, or was he waiting for an opportunity to try and make Marshall loyal? Because you gotta understand, these types of dudes, what they'll do is they'll wait for you to be at the worst point at your life in time, and then they'll come in and act like a savior so that you can latch onto them.
Yeah,
and be
look,
loyal
honestly
forever.
speaking, despite the agenda behind it, he still got his back. You know what I mean?
No, hey, no, I'll tell you now. That happened to me. Ish, like until I get out of here, chief.
Yeah.
I understand, but hey, dog, yeah, help me. Let me not get stabbed.
You
I'll
know?
figure out the details later.
Exactly. Is this where he then asked him to help his friend out who had seemed like he has athlete's foot or something? I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, that guy was diseased. Yeah.
No, I can't tell you exactly what he has, and boy, the things don't look good for him. The moment he says is your friend diabetic, I already knew what's happening.
Oh.
It was a sign of onset. It was an onset sign of gangrene.
Yeah.
And with gangrene, unfortunately, the only solution is amputation.
Amputation, yeah.
This is what happens.
Is that the only
I'm
solution?
saying that in modern medicine?
Yeah, sweetie, gangrene, it means the tissue is dead.
Yeah, there's no injection.
But I think okay. The reason I was asking is I mean, if there's early signs, let's say one toe or something, they can just cut off the toe. But if you wait too long, then
think of it like this. Have you ever had, okay, it's hard to explain it. I don't know the example I can give. Think of it like a carrot, right? When the one end is rotten, you think just by cutting the thing you saved it, but you find out that the core is actually rotted all the way through the middle of the plant.
Oh.
yeah,
so
that's
the
what I'm saying.
outside
It
still
depends
looks
on
healthy.
the condition,
Yeah.
though.
So
are there moments, and the situations where it's actually just that small bit, like early detection.
The earliest detection is if you start losing feeling in your toes. So if you lose feeling in your toes and you feel a numbing sensation, kids, go get your blood pressure, go get your sugar tested. Diabetes is a silent killer. It isn't fun. My father almost went blind. That's why I know, like, guys, things are things I'm playing around. So it's
late for that guy. I was looking at that foot.
yeah, no,
Whatever was in there, it came
that's snip
over.
snip. It's operating room. Because if the gangrene spreads any further, sweetie, it's gonna the whole body's dying because the tissue is dead and tissue rots. So it's basically the rotten tissue spreading throughout the body.
Yeah, it didn't look good at all.
Go get the
So
Marshall for
Marshall is
that.
trying to tell them, guys, I'm not a doctor. Like, I'm not a doctor.
I'm a scientist. Those two different things.
Like that's all you ask to us. If you
Dude, it's like, dude, I don't care. You saved that other guy, and you have to make a plan. Yeah.
Did you know that it was that guy who saved the person in the car accident?
Wait, I think we're skipping though. We're skipping. So let's go back to. So Francis, you're all about money, ne? That's apparently where you're kind of at, where you're at in your life. Why don't you quit this pharmaceutical game and just sue that home? Sue the pants off of that home, or I take all of their money.
So the depends out of what?
The home that was watching my mom and let her climb a tree. Is let this woman climb trees by herself at 80 years old and no one said nothing.
One, why was she not being observed? Two, girl, you got an upgrade. At least move it to a better facility.
No, but also, Buckmaster, if they do further investigations to find out how she actually got to the tree in the first place, is if she was in a vegetative state, what's going to happen? How are they going to? Because they have to do further investigations now.
Even if they're doing further, even if they want to do an autopsy or whatever, nothing is illegal about what's happening yet. If Frances came with a pill, she's also a pharmaceutical rep. So she found a pill or something, gave it to her mom got better.
And you don't think the lawyers are going to use that as a reason to say that the side effects caused her to...
Even if the side effects are causing her to do something, somebody needs to be watching her because she can't be climbing a whole tree by herself.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that there might be reasonable doubt.
No, if they try to do reasonable doubt, the whole thing is you're a home that is supposed to be watching these elderly people. Like this is like the same facility that watches Mike Myers. Niggas escape every weekend and people are surprised that Mike Myers was running around. No one's watching him. This is the same. Jesus.
I think that, yeah.
Because I'm saying she had to go downstairs to go outside to climb the tree. They just watched her.
Did she go downstairs? Wasn't that branch
No,
like next to the
no,
window or
it's not
something?
next to the window, dog. It's not. The distance is not enough for her to just jump out the window and climb the tree. If she's doing that, then that mushroom made her a Spider Woman or
Uh,
something.
And that's the one thing that I was also wondering is like, are there side effects to this pill that nobody discovered yet? Because why was he climbing the tree up in the first place?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question. Like, didn't she seem happy that she can speak to a child now? What was the reason for climbing? Is it because she's hallucinating? She's seeing that naked kid that we keep talking about? What's
Well,
going on?
the way they play it in the animation, it seems like it's just because she hasn't been moving forever, and like if you pay attention to the dialogue, she used to be an active person. Like she
Yeah.
used to climb trees with Francis, and she's saying things like "I still got it" or whatever. So her now being out of a vegetative state, having control over her limbs again, starting to feel alive. I can understand her wanting to do things, but you, as the attendants in the home, tackle her to the ground and strap her
Oh
to the
yeah,
chair.
guy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Where the outside guys like, me wait on. Helang. Tell what? Yo,
Toa,
I get slag.
yaro.
I get that slam taking memo hole. Who is slag?
Robert, it least the blade more.
Yo, tell where's that?
Toa mo, yaro.
If you do this again, I will call your daughter.
Yo,
Hmm?
yo.
Do you want me to call her?
I'm just, if that was my mom, I'm taking you to the cleaners. Why was no one watching her? Oh my God.
At the same time, I also find the sense of dramatic irony where you sold your soul to the devil. And isn't that how it usually happens, where you sold yourself to the devil to save someone you love? Jiggy jiggy.
Yeah, monkey's paw.
Oh, the person you loved
Yeah.
is dead. Oh well.
Cautionary
Yeah.
tale, lip up.
No, I'm just saying, if I was Francis, if this is about money,
That was such an anticlimax because honestly speaking, I thought I would see more of Frances and her mom interacting. Jiggy Jiggy, she's dead. I'm like, that's it.
yeah.
Shame.
So then after that, we cut back to Frances, who is she's basically doing her best impression of 50 Cent. I get money. I get money. I get. That's how she was walking, dog.
Yeah. As for
Yeah. No, that's
evil,
true. Wait, this is what happens now? Because I'm thinking
Uh,
about the funeral. I'm
yeah.
not thinking about.
So the funeral doesn't happen yet. So what happens next is that she gets visited by the black lady in the DEA. I forget her name now.
Yeah.
the FBI,
Yeah,
the
the one
South
who's
Asian woman, and she
yeah.
who flat out told a girl, "I won't kill you if you don't get
Well,
rid of
yeah.
all this,"
Low
without saying
key,
it.
Well,
Like
she
low
was on
key,
some
yeah.
let's work together
Yeah,
type,
like
right?
No,
like if
she
you
like that's
don't,
not what she was saying. What she was kind of saying is like what I got from it is she's saying that look, if you can give me something, you may be able to save yourself because you do not know how screwed you are right now.
girl. I'm sorry, she witnessed a person get blown up to bits and pieces in front of him. She witnessed a car. She witnessed a home exploding, and she's still tunnel visioned enough to think that. I'm sorry. The one thing about it is the one to best of laughing. I'm sorry.
To that
I
one.
no
The one thing witnessing all these things, and she thinks she's the only one that's going to be all right. She's safe in this entire scenario.
no. Francis is you're not dealing with
Girl, I
the
wish it.
average white woman anymore. She
Yeah,
has
girl, I wish.
ascended to the level of
Yeah,
legend. Like she's transforming before our eyes. Like that's what the uniform is about. She went from white woman like as this series goes on, the characters just start losing more and more common sense. Cause I was watching episode 9 just now, ne?
Mm.
And holy crap.
let me
Yo,
see
when,
it.
when we get to that, oh
I
my
saw
god.
I saw clips of episode 9. Yeah.
Yeah, when we get to that, oh my god. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just saying, Francis, like the universe is communicating with
Oh,
you now. Like,
you
but
know,
anyway,
but
So anyway, Oh, sorry. You want to say something to
I was saying, I think it was the few times I genuinely felt bad for her because, like I told you, for the get from episode one, I've been like, I've been
sympathizing?
no, from episode one, I was Mokay's mother.
Never trust a woman.
I was Moke,
Oh yeah, you were
Mokepelas
like that from the jump. I remember. Yeah.
from the jump, and now I'm feeling like, oh, why do I have to feel so bad for you? It's that I think she also okay. Well, we'll go through a character arc. We now get to the prison, right?
No, we're not at the prison yet. So the black lady from the FBI. Why am I forgetting her name?
She says, basically,
Uh,
like, does Marshall know that you're basically this high and
Yeah,
mighty lady now, like
head of
you,
head of
yeah.
marketing.
yeah.
No, does he know that you brought the mushroom here?
You know?
And then basically she like walks off very ominously, and she's like, "Yeah,
I'm gonna call
basic, yeah,
security.
yeah." Basically, she walks off like you're not dealing with the average mafia anymore. You'll find out one day because, like, yeah, and it's just like basically it was like I've never
Yeah,
seen a
you're
threatening
not.
walk off before, like where somebody's walking off and you're scared that they're walking away from you
Hi.
because you're just like, hey,
Mm.
what did
I'm
you mean
gonna
by that?
I'm gonna call my secretary now. Like, can you please escort this person out? Do you need me to validate parking?
Bro, when she says she's calling security, I'm thinking buff ass niggas coming through there with like tasers or something. Because it's just like
No,
Jenny
see,
from the
no,
block,
no, I'm saying
some.
like this is the thing. What's this? Francis need to start moving like that woman from Third Degree. You guys remember Third Degree?
Deborah Petter.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to sleep with bodyguards because she was always pressing the wrong people.
I wonder how she's doing, Shame.
I hope she's
I
fine because
think she's overseas.
yeah, I
I
hope
wonder.
so. Because good God, I mean, like
How many government agents are after her?
Yeah, no, she left a
government
long time
agents.
ago.
Nah, I'm talking about niggas that is mafia niggas, like gangsters. Like
I know.
people were ripping people off with cars and everything, and she'd run in there and she'd be like, "Why did you rip so and so off?" That time, this guy is part of.
You see, you've pissed off the government. You've pissed off the mafia,
Mhm.
and then you've also pissed off the people that's supposed to protect you from the mafia, aka the government.
Like I'm saying, she'd be messing with notorious South African gangs, and I'm like,
Yes.
people disappear with what you're doing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Like yeah, like hey, like I was Thunder and all of those guys, and what do they call the nines? Oh, I'm forgetting. What are they called again?
Which guys?
They're in Cape Town. I'm trying to remember the name.
What did they do?
They're a number.
28,
I think it's the 2/8.
28 or 28.
Yeah, I think
Something
it's
like
the
that.
28s or something like that. And I'm like, you cannot be talking to that guy. Looks like he eats babies for breakfast. Why are you talking to him like that?
No, I was looking for the name of the character. Her name is Cicely.
There we go, Sicily. Yeah,
And
I don't know why I kept forgetting her
the
name.
actress's name is Sydney Poitier.
Sydney
Yeah,
Poitier.
No, I know. That's what I'm trying to pronounce it differently deliberately. But her name is Sydney Tamia Poitier. There's an I before the tier. So
Yeah, it's Yeah, Sydney. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sydney
French.
Sydney Tamia Poitier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see what this. I'm wondering if she's related to.
She's a Canadian actress. I don't think she's
French
related.
descent. I knew it. So that's her name is French.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
is she
No,
French?
I've seen this woman before. Yeah, she's from
Oh,
Kenya. She's
her
from
dad
Canada.
is Sydney Poitier, bro.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. What?
But then can you also shout out to the impressive voice acting?
Bruh.
Wait. Oh, did Sydney have a Sydney had a white wife. Did Sydney have a white wife?
Guess who's coming to dinner, bro?
Oh, damn.
No bunnies. Gotta work. No bunnies. No what?
Well,
Right.
guess who's coming to dinner was real, Mus.
Right.
Gotta,
Anyway,
So,
No,
but
but you're not
I
receiving,
get
man.
you.
Dr. Uma,
We can't take out, we can't take
Hey,
away whatever is.
Uma is all I know is brothers.
No,
Is
I don't
Sydney
think
your
it.
hero,
Okay,
brothers?
I know. Uma Johnson wouldn't be happy, but no, we cannot take away the contributions of Sidney Poitier in the arts.
Hey, dog, first black dude on screen to slap a white man.
Are we pleased
Like
or what?
he did so many things, dog. But anyway,
Now you get a free pass. You can get all the ladies you want.
Yeah, but anywho, yeah. So yeah, and then after all of that walking away and all of that stuff, then we cut back to evil Switzerland. I think yeah, they say it's from Switzerland. I think.
Yeah.
Or Sweden or something. European villain number 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giving
So,
Jonas
Jonas.
colonizer.
yeah, saying that we'll loose ends will be tied up, basically because yeah, Sicily is like, time to wash my hands as a black woman. You got it.
Yeah,
I'm out.
He's dead. They're dead. Are we not happy? And the cops, I forgot the name of the cops. The only 2 people with the brain cells in this entire show.
Kopano and Harrington. Hey, dog, Kopano in episode 8, dog. I can't wait to talk about it.
Hey, dog, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
I saw
dog,
it actually, yeah. No, we're gonna get to it. Shout out to Kopana, dog. But anyway,
Hey,
what have you done? What have I done? It's me who found
bro, that thing has been messing up with me the whole week. I've been thinking about him as Kopana the entire week.
And dog, he lives up to his name, dog.
Yeah.
For real, dog. Nah, for real.
I'm so proud of him.
Anyway, so before that, then after that, then we cut back to thinking, what's Francis's boss's name again?
I'll tell you just now. Rick.
There we go. I was about to say Jerry. I don't know why. It's Pickle Rick. But anyway,
Funny enough, Rick is actually voiced by the creator of this thing, Mike Judge.
Oh, he does a good job.
Oh, sorry. Did he create it or did he write it?
Well, either way, if he's not a voice actor.
Oh, no. No, he's just the voice actor. My apologies, guys.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, yo, that is some talent of note.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's happened before, so. But anyway. Yeah, so we cut back to Rick. Rick is talking about how Francis.
No, he's an executive producer. Okay.
All right. Oh, but I mean, executive producer and voice actor. That's still pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we cut back to Rick and he's talking to Francis about how she's part of the big leagues now and she doesn't have to worry about the little problems anymore. And then Francis gets the news.
Is this where he was by the edge of the building?
Yeah, where it looks like he was about to low-key commit suicide or something. I was like, what is happening?
The dive. Did you see the TikTok I sent you?
That guy is weird, man.
Oh God, there's this sort of like back to the important news about me jumping over the window.
Which is also one of the worst ways if you ever play. Like, first off, just suicide is horrible in general. I'm sorry. But like, that's just one of the worst ways because if you're too high, you're going to regret it immediately.
I actually watched a show or a clip, like a clip from a show where someone was like, nah, this person actually doesn't wanna, off himself because he's jumping from his back. He's not facing the front, meaning he's cautious of how he's gonna land. So
it's funny the things you learn from the psychiatrists and from the actual doctors. You know what they explain? Like you can tell the ones that are years of experience. Obviously, it's nothing set in stone. Don't quote me. I'm not a professional and stuff like that. But the one thing that really didn't make connect to me was you can tell the ones that are actually doing it that are actually suicidal because they stop caring about their own appearance. Like the one doctor was like, "Oh my God, my daughter, my brother and sister was doing this and this." Like, what did you do? Oh no, she went up and showered and do this and this and this. And how long was she saying she's depressed? About 2 weeks now. Yeah, no, just being here for consultation. Then there's the one like my friend hasn't eaten in days.
Yeah, no, that one needs help.
That one is like okay, don't. That one is not even go and negotiate. Let's say, guy, come, my friend. It's get the SWAT team, get the doctors, muscle him to the ground, put him on the stretcher right now.
No, my dad one day, because he was also seeing some of these horror stories. So he looked at me and he's like, "If you ever, I will tie you up like a cow
and force feed you."
He was like, "If you will not go anywhere, I will tie you down like a cow. You will be here until you fix it and sort it out." And he just walked off. And I'm like, "Sir, I'm 14. What?"
I don't know if you guys saw that video where this guy, his attempt didn't work out and he was crying because the rope, he didn't tie it properly and people were looking at him, Askis, man, sorry, man. Ish,
Yeah.
we'll take you down, ne? And it was on some guys, it hurts. They're like, so
there's another one, a very sad one, but the guy actually helped because there was some bridge in the United States. They actually finally put some anti-suicide railing on it, but he jumped off, and he was, of course, he was killing himself, so he was supposed to. But guess what? He got rescued by a damn sea lion.
Yeah.
It dragged him from the water to the edge of the pool.
That is some
do you guys remember
that is some God intervention
this
for
is
you.
my last thought before we go back to this. I hope YouTube doesn't take this off. But do you guys remember how Incredible starts? Because Mr. Incredible saves someone
from protecting himself.
Yeah, and then the dude sues Mr. Incredible. Like I
just wanted to scream at him, dumbass, because now at least you have a chance to sort out whatever. You were screaming on your way down. Like that guy. Like I'm saying, no, that guy, when he jumped off, if you pay attention to the animation, he's not like, "I'm content, it's time to go." He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah, but you know what? I'm beginning to think that dude did it deliberately. That was a hustle, dog. He knew a superhero was gonna save him. It's like, I'm gonna make money on this.
And here's the thing that gets me going. Any defense lawyer on earth would have won that case 100 times out of 100 times. Do you know why?
Why?
The intent to commit, the intent to harm, the intervention of somebody trying to harm themselves is still considered a medical emergency. So until he had, without reasonable doubt, that this person was legitimately saying, "No, do not resuscitate," or he signed it somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You were obligated
to rescue them. Yeah.
So you're acting intervention. You're not a doctor, so you don't know. So you're just seeing a person jumping off a cliff. You acted to help them because, in a normal state of mind, nobody wants to jump off a cliff.
Right.
No, I think it was like 100% right. Like that's how it led to be a conspiracy theory, in my opinion. Because I was just like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like trying to sue somebody. It's like if you getting into a fight and somebody pulls a gun and I help you and then you sue me.
No, I think it was the government was sick and tired. They needed a reason to stop funding these people because they're causing way too much damage to the city. Like, I know he said
but I'm saying at the same time, like, this is the other thing that annoys me. Ne?
Yeah.
When the government does it, then it's fine. When they bring out machines and robots and destroy half a city block, a superhero does it, it's a problem.
Yes.
It's like, Chief, just fund me then. Like, obviously, this is going to happen anyway, and I'm way better equipped than anybody that you have.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I hated about, like, okay, before I'm going to kai myself just now, but I'm saying that's what I hated about the argument with Civil War, ne? I was just like, okay, you want government control, I understand. Give it to people who care. None of the people you're presenting here actually care about these heroes or the civilians.
Yeah.
Because miss me with that. Because you were about to blow up in New York. But anyway.
Sage art, ADHD, anti-ADHD medication.
And you know what? To be honest with you, this is still kind of in topic because of what happens to Marshall at the end of this episode, but we'll get there. But anyway, before we get there,
so now at the funeral, Francis's mama has died.
And
she's got some family there.
She's the one who's like,
no, the uncle came through also, and he's just like, "Oh man, yeah, drunk uncle." Which, I mean, you know, his sister.
There has to be one. There has to be someone in the family.
Hey, and they're always an uncle. What is that? What's up with that?
Oh no, there are drunk aunts. It's just that
they're not as famous.
They're not as famous because they don't look good. I'm sorry. I'm yet to see a good-looking drunk woman. Drunk men are
The
way.
views expressed. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a question
No,
mark.
no,
I don't know if this is
I,
offensive or not.
I'm saying like
The
maybe
views
because society
expressed.
maybe because society has conditioned me to see like a drunk man is a drunk man. It just fits. A drunk woman looks extra. It looks extra disturbing for me. It's like the instinct to protect her from all this other thing is there, but at the same time,
the disclaimer doesn't know whether to come in or not. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
ish.
whoa! It opens the door. Whoa! Okay. Whoa! Okay. Whoa!
So anyway, yeah, the uncle is saying you must come visit us. Which actually, yes, Francis, go visit your family if they want you. Like maybe that's what you need also to get your head on straight.
It's like a change of
yeah, but it seems
perspective.
like Frances doesn't listen to anybody but herself, man.
Yeah, that's one of. I mean, Marshall also has that problem, and
Yeah.
it'll bite him in the ass because it's like, dog. Okay, I get it. You're right about some things. That doesn't mean you're right about everything.
But isn't this what the boss comes in?
Yeah, then the boss comes in. He makes a. So you get to see that there's a person in there. It's not
At
much.
last, you know.
It's not much.
Did you guys just do what I think you guys just did? Okay.
What
Anyway,
did you do? We didn't say the same line, did we?
you did. You did
What did I say?
yourselves.
What did I say?
You said which isn't much. Like both of you said which isn't much at the same time. Rewind the tape, guys. It's fine. You guys can rewind the tape.
Delete the footage. Wait, where's my inner chala? Delete the footage.
Oh no. Okay. So anyway, then we get her friend, Asian woman. She looks Asian. I don't know.
Yeah, the hot friend who's a bit toxic, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he is another good-looking character design in this weird show with everybody having big
Well,
disproportionate heads.
Yeah, disproportionate heads and eyes. Some
Yeah.
of those eyes freak me out in this show. Like, but
No, but like my problem with her, ne, is she like the way she talk. One, she's never met Marshall, so I don't know why she's just talking, wildly about Marshall. One, two, you're trying to act like what you do is okay when you know it's not.
But bro, friends are like that. They'll talk smack about your partner, even though they've never met your partner.
they'll
It's like that.
they'll make your partner seem like he's the alcoholic bad one when you are the one who cheated on him.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
I mean,
this
friend,
is and then also like the thing is, and then also
friend,
like,
where was he? Where was he when you were sleeping with him?
Yeah.
Why was he not there? Ewan?
Why did you not? Why did you need to sleep with him in the first place? Nah? He wasn't available for you. Let's just say your sleeping with this guy was just you having moved on, emotionally moved on from the relationship. It was over a long time ago, Chumiskala.
Yo. Meanwhile, you find out she's single herself.
On behalf of Toxic Friends, the views expressed.
No, this is the actual friends.
It's like when Beyonce told everybody, all my single ladies, that time she's married.
No. That's even worse. Look at the music video. Look, I forgot the exact minute. I used to know the exact minute where she goes like, boom, and you see there's an engagement right there.
It's not that. Just put a ring on it. Or something like that.
She's basically like, it's near the end of the song. It's like, all the single ladies, now put your hands up. Whoa, oh. And then the camera zooms in. Whoa. And then you see an engagement and like, she's on the other side of the goalpost.
Yeah, she's not
She
single.
crossed the line.
What is the single ladies? Now all of you turning around saying if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. There's no ring there. Beyonce had a ring.
It's a very expensive one, no less.
It's like
I'm sure some of them.
It's like Thanos saying that you should. No, it's like Thanos saying you should win without the Infinity Stones. If you were a real warrior, then he turns around, Jiggy's got the gauntlet behind his back.
And he snaps.
But anywho, back to this. Yeah, no, this friend is bad. Like, here's the other thing. At the funeral, she's like, I'm here with drugs.
Read the room, bruh.
Girl, tears are going to ruin your mascara, and and your foundation was swatted. Do you know that Vine? I'm sorry, it's for my Vine, for my former Vine lovers out there. There's a joke like, so he broke up with me. So why are you looking up? I wanna cry. My foundation is $40.
Oh, no, I think I've seen that one. I think I know that. Oh my god.
Like, it's the same like, girl, that makeup is too expensive for it to be ruined by tears. So here's a spell.
That's
I'm like,
hilarious.
why are you drugging me now when my mom
Oh,
is just like,
do you want to be a screaming, crying mess? And it happened. This is a Caucasian funeral. It's not an African one. African ones, you're almost
oh no,
expected to be
the
scrubbing.
furniture will be moving there.
The furniture will be moving. You're expected to be if you're a girl, they're supposed to be screaming so loud that somebody has to be picking you up and
That's
holding
funny.
you, and
That's hilarious.
and they need to get a fan, like I'm and I'm fanning you, and it's so awkward.
No, the chairs, like sometimes the chairs are broken.
Yes, because
Yeah.
somebody fell down.
Sometimes somebody tries to dive into with the coffin as the
Yeah, so that's
it's
the drama.
hectic.
The drama. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So back to this.
Oh god. All right. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
said the boss comes in, right?
Yeah.
no, so she gets the drugs and then the boss comes in. The boss actually gives her a hug, and Francis is just like, wait, is he acting like a human being? This
That
is
is so
weird.
weird.
Yeah, didn't she say that the company is also like contributing something
Some
towards the
ridiculous
funeral?
amount.
Yeah, they put Francis's mom on a poster, and they're gonna start funding research towards dementia. Which,
Yeah.
okay, nice gesture, yay. I don't think that fixes the problem because all you're gonna do is throw a bunch of pills at it.
That's exactly what they plan to do.
Oh, so they're using her death as a marketing strategy.
That's what it feels
Always.
like. I'm like, ah,
Always. I remember when I worked at a certain place back then, when I worked at the bank at a bank. That's not gonna.
Mhm.
That's too specific. When I worked at a certain place, that sounds
yeah,
better, right?
I guess so.
Manuel, is that vague enough for the lawyers?
Legal.
Yeah,
You must run it through legal. Oh
we'll,
my
we'll
god.
run it through legal in post.
So guys, Manuel does everything.
Hey dog.
Okay. Anyway, please continue.
He's Zimbabwean.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the disclaimer.
On behalf of Manuel, the views expressed.
Yeah.
I just complimented him how.
So it's Manuel Moses, and who's the other one? I keep forgetting the other one. Anyway, back to this.
We fired him. The rater's in now. Andre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a DEI hire for the white people, I guess, because everybody here is African.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was I?
But why was he there for? Was he really there to just support? There was nothing else that he had to
No, I
talk
think
about?
there was nothing else that he had to
Oh,
talk about.
I wanted to explain something about when I worked at the bank when an employee died, and literally, like, we had to pitch in to create an investment account for the only child that this person had that was living alone, and the poor child had nothing. So we created an investment account and we chipped in and said, okay, in 21 years she'll have something.
That's so messed up. Wow. Well, I mean, shouts out to you guys for being an actual community in there because that's nice. But bosses, guys. Like this is the thing about bosses. You don't have a company without people. You just don't.
Yeah.
You don't have a company without community.
Well, I mean, like I said before, Simon Sinek calls it a company because it's a group of people.
Yes.
Yeah, like none of this runs. All of you excited about AI. That robot, if it gets mad and decides to toss you out a window, you can't do anything. You can't shut it down or call nobody.
I'm still toying with the idea of asking AI, what do you know about Skynet?
Yeah, but anyway, I'm just
Don't
saying.
worry.
And then also,
we won't do that.
You need, I'm just saying, company doesn't survive without people. It just won't. So you take care of your people. Your people will take care of your customers. Your customers will take care of your company.
That's
anyway.
true.
So anyway, after that, we cut back to the prison. And they're checking the news, and this guy has decided to meet up with Marshall. So yeah, he's meeting up with Marshall and he's telling Marshall, this is the rules now, and this is how this works. I saved your life. The people who are after you, they're gonna be coming after you, so you better start. And Marshall, and you can see it in his face. Marshall is just like, I am screwed 7 ways from Sunday. Oh my god.
I'm screwed, and not in the way I thought it was gonna happen in prison.
But remember, also,
It's close.
Marcel has this naivete thing about him. Like
He is so
it's as if
innocent.
he's not aware of really what's happening until
He is
unless
so.
there's a clear person with a gun pointing at him or something. Because he's busy asking this guy if he has
If there's one thing the one thing I appreciate about Marshall that I think I kind of see myself is like he sees the world in such innocent eyes.
dude.
He
No, but
is.
sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's just like, dog, the things you are dealing with and the things you
These
have dealt
people
with.
are evil.
You've got to have better streets. No, I'm just saying self-preservation. Lebakaring evil and one
You
you know, fundy one, all of that stuff.
know what? If you if you want to be that innocent, please just don't for you
don't
to be
run
that
around. Yeah, don't
for
run
you to
around
be
with
that
evil with
optimistic
mushrooms.
for you to be that optimistic and naive. I was like, you need to only Superman is allowed to be this optimistic, honestly, because he has the power to
Goku
survive
was,
everything.
especially LZ Goku.
Yeah, or Goku.
Yeah, I'm
You
saying
need to
like
have that kind of strength.
niggas that
You
are
don't have
that are bulletproof and
yeah,
can
you don't
fly. I get that,
you
but
do not have that level of strength. I'm sorry, you need to be a little more aware.
no,
All you
when,
have is a mushroom.
like Bona, Batman ne, all that gadgetry. Batman suspects everybody because he knows, Nick, I'm not bulletproof. Like
Yeah.
they can take me in the sky and drop me in the ground, and I won't be able to do anything. I need to be
Exactly.
ready at all times.
Exactly.
And that was Marshall in the first episode. Like
Yep.
I'm starting to feel like that mushroom he took, it's doing something to him, or he's taking it too many times and
Yeah,
starting to slow down his reflexes.
I think that we noticed that in episode 8, I think, you start seeing like there's something going on. Honestly, that's what
Yeah.
I'm suspicious
But
of.
anyway, we're skipping. So yeah, we get back to it, and then this guy's like, "You have to look at my guy's foot," and that foot is gone.
Gangrene. I like that is, and the way I was asking,
It's like
the
he stepped
spectator, I
on
was like,
soft porridge or something.
it's
Well, no, it has a
rotting.
hole in it.
It's rotting. That's what
Jesus.
gangrene does.
I don't even think he was wearing slippers or anything at that
Shame.
point.
I was like, it's time. Here we're gonna amputate. They're gonna. Okay, so I'd have been. This is where he needed it to be a bit of. It needed a little hint of Dr. House. I would have looked and was like, you know what?
But did he have to be black though, guys?
Hey, yeah.
I do get that you have to
Kunta
get diversity
Kinte.
higher for extras in the show, but my niggas, couldn't y'all get another actor or something?
Hey, dog. They got Kunta in there. He's about to lose his foot.
Anyway, yeah, so Marshall is busy talking about things that they clearly cannot get because they're in prison. Dude is like,
And he's just like, "This is your life now. Like,
I
shut
can
up."
only get you cigarettes, dog. I cannot.
Can you get me?
Any stretch of the imagination.
Can you give me chapter something? Like,
No, like the thing is, all Marshall had to say is like, "I'll try, and we'll hope for the best." And I guess amputate his foot because that's
like
the best I got.
Okay, we see this level of damage. The thing is gangrenous, so he's going to die in a couple of days if he doesn't.
But
take
wait
it.
a minute, guys. If he had the mushroom, would that have helped?
Yeah, probably.
Well, it did restore a gaping hole in a man's chest, so yeah.
No, it's brought things back from the dead. So
basically, so
a pigeon. Bruh,
yeah,
I can't even imagine what the pigeon said to his wife when he got home.
Hey dog, it's an Edo Tensei. He's got Edo Tensei. He's got Edo Tensei in a pill, basically.
He's got one of the 6 parts of pain.
Can you imagine what the pigeon said when he got home? Yo, babe, you won't believe what happened.
Okay, wait. You today. You just go and I'll be the sub. I'll speak in pigeon. You just speak.
Oh, hey babe, you won't believe what happened to
the girl.
I had my neck snapped.
You didn't get no neck snapped. Tell the bitch.
You are out here with your other pigeons.
I don't.
Blue
all these bird females. No, it's not even. It's not even with a pigeon. It's like, hey, who's Xiao Fei?
Exactly.
Who is the chicken that you were messing around with?
Yeah, who's South Fan? Why do you owe him child support?
That's crazy.
It's like a chicken that can fly. How did that happen?
Yeah.
No, babe, you're not understanding. A white man came and snapped my
and gave you a blue mushroom. Yeah, right.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, then we cut to Ish. Skoko, Kopan. He's with his new partner.
Oh yeah.
And his new partner's dry. Yo.
Bruh, he hates everything that Kopano likes, dog.
He just hates his job because what is he doing? I don't like music.
It kind of reminds me of The Wire. If you guys remember The Wire, there were these two agents. One of them was actually Wendell Pierce, who's gonna become the new Perry White in the upcoming Superman movie. When they were introduced, they were just these two lazy dudes, man. Like, well, I mean, one of the guys was actually quite useful. It's just that he was more like a loner. But it's like there was zero chemistry between these guys, man. Like zero.
All I know is the wire traumatized me a bit, I think.
Oh, Omar.
No, I don't blame you. I actually just saw one season, but that's a story for another day.
It's that show. Like, I did appreciate the fact that they made a gay person a badass. Like, it was one of those. I was still young. I was impressionable because you know what, you can be. All you saw in media was if you're gay, you're supposed to be a fairy.
Omar was gay and scary.
Yeah, I was like, that's the guy I want to be. Like, call me an F slur. See what happens. See if these bullets won't penetrate you like you think I get penetrated every night. Let's see.
R.I.P. to Michael K. Williams, man.
Hey, dog.
But
why are all the awesome gay gay representation dead? Because it's him. It's the one from True Blood as well. That's
Hey, people need to take care of themselves, dog. It's like they've been peacing out early.
That AIDS burger almost made you cry tears of relief because you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know about that AIDS burger scene, right?
No, I don't. I haven't watched True Blood.
Just look up YouTube True Blood AIDS burger. You just see the man stood on business when this guy's, because he's a chef at the restaurant, and they said, no, we don't want no burger with AIDS. And you're like, oh, let me take off my earrings quickly.
Yeah. People still forget that gay dudes are dudes. Like, it's not that, just because they make out with somebody doesn't mean they can't beat your ass.
My man, from what I've heard, I've never heard or seen any gay person lose a fight ever. So
I've got story and like
we do get jumped. Don't worry. There's a reason why it's called a hate crime. It's because it's never a one-on-one fight.
Look, I'm talking about one-on-one. I've never seen a gay person lose a one-on-one fight.
And here's the other thing, dog. And I'm saying, here's the other thing, dog. And here's the other thing, dog. They're not fight like gay, like people in the Rainbow Nation. That's what I'm calling it now.
Sorry.
Mandela would be proud, huh?
Guys, sorry, what's his name? You're not plagiarizing his company, shame.
Rainbow Nation Comics.
Sorry, Rainbow Nation Comics.
The Dubodu brothers would not be happy with this. And they watch our stuff, by the way.
You
know? They boy young Nelson Hardy. But anyway, I'm saying the thing is, like with them, if you get into a fight with them, dog, you gotta understand. He's not just fighting you. He's fighting like years and years of people.
Exactly.
Called it out.
Dog, he'll uppercut you, and you'll be like, "That's for missing my birthday, Dad." Him and I was not your father.
If there was an anime where a gay fighter has powers, there'd just be like skeleton jutsu, dog. All those skeletons that were in the closet are sort of like his stand. You know what I mean?
Hey,
anyway.
No, I'm just saying. So yeah,
I'm inspired. I'm gonna create something like that.
Like we keep saying, if you guys
Yes,
steal our
yes, 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 yes,
if
yes,
any
yes,
of you
yes.
viewers steal our
Yeah.
ideas, just give us royalties. That's all we're asking for. We're not
That's
saying you can't steal our ideas. You can steal them, but
that's
just
how
pay
the
us
my
Stan
God.
royalties.
comes out
He's up
walking in
here.
full drag. Here
Yeah,
comes the
he's up
hurricane
here.
girl. Yeah. Yes.
Stand power, yes, queen.
Yeah. Okay. Kai.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway, so yeah, Kopano
damn,
catches a guy who's just like robbing a
right, a petty crime, dog.
yeah,
Like
it's like a
some of
very
the
very
pettiest
But
crimes ever, dog.
and he was like putting on some of his frustrations at the rest. Like, what fish? Like,
no,
no.
Kopano is channeling his best Batman. Like he was
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
where are the other drugs going?
remember that dude is fit, dog. Nigga is like doing
Hey
push-ups with
man,
one hand.
one hand, Bruce Lee push-ups. Like the style of this show has to draw Kopano out of shape. But you know that if Kopano was in any other show, that nigga would be like six
Buff.
pack yoked.
Guys, have you seen the actor?
I think I have.
Let me show you just to prove what Buckmeister is saying, guys. Uh, just
Oh, hey, look, even from his face, you can tell.
You know, like these are some good genes. Oh,
look,
damn.
look
Yo,
at huh?
ki
Bro,
Kopano da
Damn.
man. Ki
Kick off
Kopano
out
man.
the
bro, even the hair, dog. Look at this, dog.
Yes,
Yo,
that
yo,
is
yo,
big.
yo, yo, yo. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to end up in a fight with them. That's all I can say.
Anyway, back to this.
Dramatic combo.
Hey, man, you better get action movies with that physique. You can't just be that big and be voice acting.
That's true. So yeah, they bust the guy, and then Kopan is basically not happy about this because he's thinking, "Psh, this is this is nothing compared to what we were dealing with before."
Yeah,
No, the other thing is he's a detective for real. Like
yeah.
Kopano, he wants to believe in the system and he wants to believe in, which is so weird for a black character to be that person, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But
Ironically,
I mean, it's
especially a cop.
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's not that they're not out there. You know, there is people who want to make this thing work.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shout out to Kopano shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
And
after that, we cut to Harrington, and
yes,
Harrington is they raving at a party.
Like,
I
give me
don't
some
understand
Molly.
how Harrington is fitting in, honestly. Like, is everybody just zooted out because like Harrington looks like a middle-aged mom?
bruh,
Like if a middle-aged mom
come
was
like
yeah, like if a middle-aged mom was asking for drugs, I'd immediately be suspicious.
yeah.
Funny enough, small anecdote time. There was a time where my dear aunt, God rest her soul, wanted some weed.
Uh-oh.
At club.
No, not at a club. Because she knew went down the street and this person down the street is selling them. And guess what happened?
Uh-oh.
She got it.
No one Wanda, she thought she was like, it's like, no, let me send this kid to go get the weed and stuff like that because she thought,
Oh.
hey, Wanda, the fact just because they're associated with that person, they said no, we're not selling.
Because they thought
Everyone
she's a
knew.
cop.
No, there's a problem. Before the greater authority than any cop is the disappointed grandma.
All right.
And Kanene Jiggy Jiggy, she also knows your grandma and she knows that
Like
hey, she'll disrupt the whole chain.
they knew the passwords and everything, because that's what I found funny about
Yeah.
this scene. Like nobody's gonna say, "Hey, can I have some Molly?" No, it's usually there's some. You need to have to say. There's usually like a password that you need to say.
Yeah, and also
Can I
like
get
you
some
need to be
this?
swaggy or something.
Can I get
Like
some
you should be
products?
using like the lingo of the day or whatever. Like she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like she's like, yeah, I'm coming down or whatever. Like, she's not I mean, I don't know, Canada in America, I don't know what the slang is now because that should change. Well, also in South Africa, that should change every week, so who
Yeah.
knows? But like I feel like you would have to be in those circles to know.
Mm.
Side note, who's the people that come up with this stuff? I want to meet them.
Hey,
Cause like
bruh.
niggas say one thing and the whole like lit. Who was that? Used to mean light bulbs, and then
Yeah.
somebody was like, "Yo, this party's lit, good lit," and then it just changed forever.
I'm grateful
Yeah,
for the people.
these things, bruh, in the air, bruh. Someone just comes up with it.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think you
remember
guys
when
would
the
ever
time went
you
viral meant
guys would
something
ever.
bad?
I don't think you guys would ever believe me, but the 2000 thing, my sister and I think we came up with that age because we used to say that age like
Oh,
a few
my
years
2000.
before it caught on. Yeah, but anyways,
Somebody
I
was
wouldn't
in
be
your.
surprised.
Somebody was listening to the next door. My 2000. Write that down.
Not
Yeah.
you said it over. Did you by some chance say it over a phone call? There's
no,
your
actually, we
problem.
said it out loud when we were buying the decoder. Like this thing started as us saying
Ah,
my 88. From my 88, my sister would just say 2006. So somehow it just caught on, and yeah, it just ended at
I'm gonna go
2000.
get your royalties.
Where,
from
dog?
from
The only
where?
one that's left is calling Black Label because when you see someone crying, hey, Joe, hey, this person was Joe, calling Black Label. That one didn't catch on yet, so we'll see.
And now you said it
Anyway.
here. Royalties. Legal disclaimer: all royalties of this term belong to Mr. Extraordinary, Mr. Extraordinary, all associated media, all his associated media. You're not authorized to use this thing without his express consent. I don't know. Can it roll?
Message. Manuel will do it in post. So
I just hear him scream.
so they catch the dealer.
No,
And
so
the
what
one
happens is that after Harrington says yo, give me the drugs or whatever, and then it's like it looks like she's trying to flirt a little bit, and I'm just like, Harrington, good cop, but
There's
and that's
nothing. Harrington is going through a dry season, dog. And I think they will have said this before. I think she's going through a dry season.
why am I included in this?
Didn't you say it's a desert or something?
oh
Oh
God,
God.
you no,
Oh
wait.
no. You were talking about Hildy, not Harrington. No, you're talking about
Okay.
Hildy. Yeah, which is worse, by the way.
Drier than the Sahara Desert.
I well anyway, Hildy's living her best life, you shall see. But anyway, what's this? Yeah, and then that guy, I don't know where this guy got his training. I think he was maybe watching Van Damme movies or whatever.
That nigga is trigger
Because
happy.
hey dog, because
Steven
like
Seagal
Harrington,
wannabe.
yeah, hey, because Harrington is trying to she's also a good cop, so she's trying to go up the chain of command. She wants to cut this thing off at the source. Get at this man. I just watched
Suzaku.
MMA last week.
She was pulling a Suzaku. It's a sleeper! Oh my God, it's a sleeper! He's gonna sleep a hole! Oh no! Oh no, what is he gonna do?
Yeah.
And then they have to do
No,
that arm
he you know what he did? He went and watched Dachshund for 5 seconds, and he's like, I need to learn how to do that. Solid as gold, 7-day lock. And Harrington's like
like, will you
the
cut
dealers
that
are
out?
getting away. The actual guys that were supposed to catch are getting away.
Exactly.
We caught the guy who just gets distribution. Great
Yes.
job.
Anyway,
Yeah. After that, then we cut back to Frances, and she's going through crisis. You can see she's going through crisis, and she's not even thinking about her boyfriend.
bro, she hasn't been thinking
She has
about her
a
boyfriend
whole, bruh. And the
since she
first
came back to America. She hasn't been thinking about that
what
nigga.
and like
But
whole bruh, and the first name to come out of her mouth is, and Marshall is not gonna trust me anymore. I was like, yo, what is your boyfriend's name even? I don't even know him. I just know the character as Francis's boyfriend.
oh, here's my big issue. You found out that you find out that the girl that you intend to marry, her mother passed away. Why weren't you at the funeral?
It's Nick.
No, he was there. Nick was there. Oh,
Was he?
yeah, he was there, but he just wasn't comforting her. He was comforting some dude that had a cat or something. I'm like, Manna.
Take off running. I'm sorry. For the hills.
Like, what's the friend's name again? The Asian woman. Why am I forgetting her name now?
I need to find her.
Yo.
Guys, we're still on one episode. Do you know that?
Yeah, we're about to be
Yeah.
done with it. We're about to be
Yo,
done. Okay.
how do you break down an episode for an hour?
It's because of the
Why are you
tangents.
asking us? Why are you asking
Yo,
such questions? Anyway,
Oh, I think
yeah,
it's
so
Kiki. Kiki,
oh,
yeah.
Kiki. Okay, let's go Kiki. So yeah, Kiki then so what's this? Yeah, she's crying, and like Francis is like, my mom is dead, and all of that stuff. Kiki, I think she says something like, you need to live a little or whatever, and
buy
like
this ridiculously expensive bag.
yeah, I mean, no, she says something very insensitive that triggers Francis to make her think about everything that's happening to her, and Francis just starts breaking apart, and then she's like, whoa, hold up, I didn't sign up for all of this. Let's buy, let's do something, let's be consumers and just, buy something that'll get your mind off of all of your problems, because that's healthy.
Retail therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't she on some tip like, it's not your fault that Marshall didn't listen to you?
Yeah. And I get what she's saying, but at the same time,
I get the but as well.
Yeah. And Frances buys, she falls for it, man. She's like, yeah, it's not my fault.
And also,
like, Frances.
Also, why are you buying such a useless bag? What are you going to keep in there? Credit card? It does nothing.
Her hopes and dreams, because that's clearly how that's all that's left of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tibula just said it before I did. It just shows you that Frances doesn't really have anything to live for. Like, honestly speaking, she has no ambitions whatsoever.
Because the one thing she was fighting, the one thing that motivated her the most was her mom. And now that she's gone,
now she's gonna buy a tiny bag that's gonna be lost in like the next 10 days.
$800. Do you know what $800 is in rands?
Yes.
Oh, I was like,
anyway, I can buy 10 bags. Maybe that's when you go visit Abo, my friend. They've got the same bag. It's fine.
Maybe let's speed it up a bit. So Marshall meets, what's her name again? The mycologist?
Amelia Mushroom.
Yeah, Amelia Mushroom. Because Amelia basically, so Amelia, I think, works at the library there or something.
No. She volunteered. Oh, Amelia Fungus, sorry. She volunteered because she found out Marshall was there, and then she showed him that her son was doing okay or whatever because of the mushroom. So then he asks her to get that thing that he was trying to get from the mob boss.
She gave him the final piece of the puzzle because, like, was it going on feces or something? They clicked, like, oh yeah, so I was right. The turtle had to do the thing. It's always
he met the right person. Because you can clearly see if she was working with him from the jump instead of Francis,
you see that
could have gotten far.
Hey, look what she did. She rescued you from prison, just like that lady from the evil cult. You see that maidservant.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, episode 9 takes but anyway,
quite a dramatic.
Hey, but anyway, then after that, Copano and Harrington, they meet up again just to hang out a little bit, which is nice. And then then Marshall decides he has to die tonight, and then he thinks about how the mushroom was grown, and then he says, Huang,
hilarious, because Huang was like, bruh, no, don't say that.
No, Huang was just like, everybody threatens to kill himself in here, just relax.
But he kept on saying the same thing over and over, bro. Like,
no, he's like, shut up, dog. Shut up.
Shut the F up, dog. I was like, yeah, no, I get it, bro. For me to get out of here, I need to die. Shut the F up, dog. Anyway.
No, because Huang is just like, dog, why are you talking crazy? Like, bro, I don't have time for this. I'm also miserable in prison.
Exactly, too. So yeah, Marshall takes the thing, and then he technically
dies. Yeah, technically he dies. And then we're on to the next episode, episode 8.
It says it's called Amelia and Wyatt. After being declared dead, Marshall, Cuso, and Amelia must resolve unfinished business by staying hidden. Francis deals with his supposed loss while facing unexpected changes in the development of reticle mushrooms.
Yeah. So so then after that, then
it starts
he's
with
escaped.
Amelia mushroom, right? Basically, just opening up the.
It first starts with the claustrophobia.
Dude,
like, imagine if I walk out, I would.
There is air in that thing.
Now that's why I tell you guys. I keep telling people, Just cremate me, please.
Yeah. Well,
if
you're trying to fake your death, you don't want that.
No, not trying to. I'm talking about real life. Like if it's lights out, just tell everybody. This guy said it's on record. What episode?
Yeah. And then
what if science figures out how to bring you back from the dead? 6 parts, stage of 6 parts time.
It's too late. It's too late, guys. It's fine.
then you get a new body, like somehow.
Christmas.
Resurrection. You guys will make it work.
Anyway, yeah. So then, she signs him out, and he's escaped, whatever. Wait, what did you volunteer for, Amelia? Did you volunteer for library duty, or did you volunteer for hospital duty, or you just volunteering for everything?
Bruh, she's like Sherlock Holmes because clearly she has like different outfits. She has a lab coat.
She can also figure out how to sign people out and make it legitimate. I'm like, hey, man. Well, next you're gonna tell somebody under your fingernails that is proof that 6 days ago you murdered somebody. What?
There's DNA. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway,
yeah. Then we
then I think Marshall meets the kid. The kid is so nonchalant. He's just on his games. They're just a normal kid.
Yeah.
And then
after that, we come back to Copano and Harrington. They're supposed to be on vacation, so they're hanging out as friends do and whatever. And Copano's already busy. He's thinking that guy does not
he had
stop.
solved the case like more.
So basically, they went to Devon July. For those that have no idea what that is, it's basically like a horse event, kind of like what happens anyway in America.
You see, here in the middle of winter, we go to the warmest part of the world. For us, it's Devon. Devon usually doesn't have winter. That's a lie, it does, but Devon July is supposed to be like, oh wait, we are sick and tired of this cold, so we're gonna go to this relatively hot place to party and watch the horses gallop away.
Yeah, but let's be honest. In South Africa, most people don't watch it because of they don't go there because of the horses. They just want to go and party and show off their outfits. Like,
who cares about the horses?
Yeah,
man, fuck the
horses. Who cares about the polo and the disc jockey and whatever it is?
And
nobody cares about that. Or the jockey. It's the jockey.
Unless you're into the gambling thing.
The jockey. Sorry. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, unless you want to go into the what's it call it? Unless you're into gambling.
Yeah, the bookies and all of that.
Anyway, so Copano is doing his thing. Copano didn't.
But it actually kind of makes sense, though. What he was saying kind of made sense. I just don't remember what he was saying, but
because he realizes basically
he was connecting the dots.
We are cleaning up after these people. We're basically cleaning up all this poop, these guys.
Yeah.
Was he using salt and pepper or something?
Yeah, he was using
what? Am I pepper because I'm spicy? Go.
You was definitely salt. Like, stop it.
Like if you add too much, so question. If you add too much pepper, you're gonna start complaining.
No, and look, Harrington starts white womaning. Like people start activating their white womanness in this show.
Activate privilege.
Because Copano is just like, so you just want to walk away from this?
Yes.
It's like, what happened to being a detective? Girl, I detected that this is bad for my career. Peace.
I detected this is way over my head.
Like Copano wants to actually do his job, and Harrington is just like, time to shoot a hashtag on Twitter and bye.
I've never watched the X-Files, but I do get the impression that they're probably like parodies of those two main characters from the X-Files.
I forgot their names.
Well, they're not played for laughs. Maybe they're riffs rather than parodies.
Oh yeah, riffs maybe.
That's a word.
Because it seems like they're opposites, but at the same time they have such great chemistry.
Yeah, which makes your job. It's like your job is to make. If you wanted, that's why like if you want, okay, remember the first episode, I was like, you got one of the most incompetent cops. I realize now this isn't the case. She went too hard in this case. If you wanted someone to just do the job and not ask too many questions, she just should have chosen other cops. That's for she
Yeah.
took
Why would you
basically
want the
some
best of the best to do this? Makes no sense.
anyway.
So yeah, anyway, then
Nepotism high.
Kopano says that what's this? We should probably go meet up with Marshall. And then Harrington is just like, all right, fine. I know you're gonna do it anyway, so I might as well go with you.
Mm,
They're kind of like brother and sister a little bit, Nyana.
more or less, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Now that,
basically, yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Or best
so
friends. I don't know. One of the
yeah,
two.
yeah. No, I'm saying like it's like a best friend family dynamic because even if you dinner me, I still have to help you.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, yeah. Then after that, ne, we cut back to the lab with Francis and them, and they're doing testing on bunnies, and they're trying to make it synthetic. They're trying to make the mushroom synthetic, which it's not working. They haven't succeeded. Kiki says that they are not, that they are doing pretty good for what they have, and Rick is wanting miracles.
Do you know how long it usually takes to synthesize something from nothing? Oh, replicate something from like a living material. Those studies take decades.
Rick is like, we can figure this out in the afternoon.
But I think that's
There
the
you go.
thing. When these guys pay you the big bucks, they expect you to perform miracles. I mean, Steve Jobs was like that as well, because they would tell him, guys, dude, this thing is gonna take like days for us to fix, to sort out. It's like, whoa, now you have this amount of time to get it done. And they would get it done.
No, but the problem with jobs is that by the time they're all done, everybody's lost hair, they've lost weight. Some
Some of
people
them
have like stomach
resign.
ulcers.
Yeah. Yep.
There are so many other examples of how it doesn't that doesn't work when it comes to things like medical fields, biology, life.
Yeah, technology is one thing, but it's still
Yeah, that's
stressful.
true.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
because
Life is different.
there are cases where in engineering, I understand you can if it takes 20 people to build a building, if it takes 20 people a month to build a building, you can most probably get the building done if you've got all the material ready, and you can get it all done overnight if you have 2,000 people.
But my question is, if you get 30 smart people in one room, even if it's science related or biology related, don't you think they can come up with a solution quicker?
Yes and no, because no matter how many people are in the room, paint if it takes 24, it takes a certain amount of hours for paint to dry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
yeah, but anyway, so yeah, after that, then she gets a call. Huang is calling to inform Francis that Marshall has died, and she takes it kind of hard.
like
Look, the both of them are stubborn. Yo,
Mm.
it's the most frustrating. Like, yo, if you guys could just sit down and talk and figure this out, we get somewhere. But no. But I mean, the writing of this is strong enough that it doesn't irritate me.
yeah.
Like there is reasoning behind why they are not talking. It's not like when you go to some other animations or movies even where there's no reason why these people should not be talking at all and they're just not talking because the movie has to keep going. AKA Martha.
Like so that
why did you say that name?
conflict can still be there. Yeah.
Why did you say that name?
Like that whole fight did not have to happen. If Superman just Bruce, I need your help. My mom is kidnapped. Fight.
But I mean, he was trying to talk. Bruce was the one that was not willing
No,
to listen.
but I'm saying you're Superman. Okay, Bruce has got guns. As the bullets are shooting you, Bruce, we need to talk.
Yeah, it's a perfect time just to sit down and listen to him. Like, no, I'm not
But
gonna
guys,
fight you.
you know that we're gonna be disappointed because we paid towards those two fights, right?
No,
Then make better reasoning, dog.
Thank
Don't
you.
do something so stupid. Like, and the other thing is, Superman could have literally just held Batman by his shoulders and just be like, "You're not going anywhere. Listen to me."
Oh, we just grabbed him by the lapels and flew him to the higher atmosphere. Boom.
Oh, and then
Are you willing to listen?
he spits gum from his mouth, like in the comics, with kryptonite.
Kryptonite gum. No, that Batman made a spear, dog. He did not make gum. I would have actually appreciated it. But anyway, my point being is like I hate manufactured conflict, and this one is not. It's slightly manufactured, but it's not too manufactured, so
it's
it doesn't
not
really annoy me.
nonsensical, basically.
Yes, there we go. So anyway, then we cut back to evil Sweden. I don't think that'll get my network interrupted because my last joke on this guy got my internet interrupted. So
Yeah, it was hit hard. We said a few names we were not supposed to say.
Yeah. So evil bulldog Sweden over here is he's just saying that we're gonna take care of the loose ends or whatever. We got this. Don't worry no more. Then Kopano and them try to meet Marshall or whatever, and Kopano will not let this go.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too Kopaning.
Hey, dog.
But isn't the way they discover that Marshall is dead?
No, not. Yeah, that's how they discover Marshall is dead, and then but you can see Kopano doesn't buy it.
Yeah. Then that's when they went to go find out where's the body.
Yeah.
And at the same time
that it's not there, it's missing.
And then at the same time we have this rather interesting scene where evil capitalist man goes on about like here he's speaking to the
not yet. We're skipping. So Francis is watching a video again on Marshall. Hey, Francis is feeling this, bro. Woo! Like the day they sort out whatever. Yes.
You can get it on tap.
Jiggy now. There's like 7 little Marshalls running around. Hey, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like rabbits, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna propagate like
because for Marshall it's gonna be like since high school. So anyway. Yeah.
Give her the sword.
Is this where Marshall? Yeah, that's where Marshall came in to fetch Socrates, right?
Yeah. Wu-Tang Killer.
And they were fighting like an old married couple.
I'm taking my son back.
No. Wait. You guys, we're skipping again. So, after that, Frances finally breaks up with her boyfriend Nick. Yo, Nick.
And I don't get why Nick was so emotional. My G, like.
Oh no, he saw
Which world do you live in?
No, that was her money bag. His money bags. He saw he had leveled up. I was like, hey, she's moving up in life. No, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this locked down.
But there's also bras that like they think they're good boyfriends, but they're totally oblivious. So when the breakup comes out of nowhere, they're like, but why? And it's like, if you just play the tape back, Chief, you'll see.
Yeah,
look.
And that was, and then she runs off, and I don't think we'll see Nick again in the show. Then we cut to Rick and Evil Sweden over here. Then
I don't know why you guys don't want to call him Jonas, but yeah, sure. Evil Sweden is.
He's done too much evil stuff in the show, my guy.
Yeah,
and then
he's giving other Jonases a bad name.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, what's this? Yeah, it's like how Braz named Jacob needed to change their name for 5 years.
Yeah.
Or if you had the last name Zuma, everybody would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to your uncle. Why is he wily?"
or Gupta. If your surname was Gupta, suddenly
God. You saw flames. But anyway, so Evil Sweden is telling Rick why they need to shut this down. And some of his argument makes sense, but
I'm so glad you said that because
when who's this? It's Rick, no?
Yeah.
When he starts actually thinking about what Jonas is saying, dog, even the camera pans, dog. You see that Avengers scene in New York where all of them were.
But there's no Avengers, Chief.
It's just him. It's like, flip. He's thinking about all the wars and how every nation is gonna want to fight for this thing, and it's gonna be. Hey.
But here's the problem, Evil Sweden. It's happening anyway.
It already exists. Wow. This is when I realized I got good friends with good decent brains over heads, because I was about to say the exact same thing. Like the cat's already out of the bag, sweetie.
Like no mushroom is going to change what's happening.
Yeah, at the same time, you and with that reasoning, and I don't know, we can go to the end of the episode. We'll see the revelation later on in the episode. But with all that in mind, you get to see that this evil Sweden is actually a hypocrite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Ooh.
I was thinking about that actually. I was thinking we'll get there.
because his reasoning is purely based on self-interest.
It's selfish, yeah.
Yeah, it's not about and that's the thing about the and that's the
And
thing that
here's
makes
the other
people
and here's the other thing that people like to say about economies, right? Oh,
yeah
it's like, oh, if this changes, yada yada yada. You know what? Maybe we should start building economies that can just feed people, that they don't have to be working 8 to 9 just to feed themselves. Maybe
yeah
you should start building an economy like that. Like, here's a little thought experiment. Maybe don't have people working themselves half to death all the
What's
time.
that? What's that? Is it Singapore or is it Singapore? Where the president said that there's gonna be no hungry thing policy where the people they started this thing of we're gonna start farming, like almost every household is gonna have like food, decent meal and all of that, which helped because most of the hunger thing, the
yeah
hunger started did not become an
No,
issue
we
anymore.
can no we the world can eliminate poverty anytime at once. Like, the thing is, what evil Sweden is talking about is he's talking about keeping the status quo.
yeah
And like, the
Mm.
problem is like with the mushroom, right? It's people's attitudes. So if we change the attitude, the mushroom would not do anyway. Anything would work if we change people's attitudes, because I believe that any system can be perfect. The problem is the people.
But I think
Hey,
that was
So
the whole point of that. That was the
amen,
whole
my
point of
brother.
that that
I know,
that
I know, I know.
conversation.
I know we're in different faiths, but still, amen to that. I've said it before. Even a benevolent dictatorship would work if the people in the systems were decent and good people. It's never been about the system. It's always been about the people running it.
100%.
So
So
yeah, I'm just saying. So evil Sweden's system, it only functions because of the way
it
people
serves
are.
him. It serves him. It
Yeah.
serves him and the people that he
And
can,
people like him.
people who are in his inner circle and that he believes are now.
So to a certain extent, I think Buckminster, you did say that he does have a point, even though you do see cracks in his thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like he's wrong, but at the same time,
No, but the reason why he's right is because he wants to make the world the way he is. If you
yes,
get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
the only reason he's right is because of the way people
the
are right
status
now.
quo. Yeah.
If the attitudes changed tomorrow, everything that he's talking about would crumble anyway. If people got
Right.
rid of this idea of scarcity, if people understood that there is more money in peace than there ever is in war, it's over.
It's
But
over.
anyway,
Thank you once again. Vote Buckmaster for president. Also vote for me for president. If you elect me, I'll bring back nap time.
hey
Yeah,
dog,
mandatory
you win.
mandatory nap time for all South African citizens. No matter from especially in summer. They have different hours. In winter, it's in the morning where you get a little extra time in the morning because everybody doesn't want to get up from bed in the morning. In summer, the hottest hours, that 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, everyone's tired. Everyone has to go and sleep.
Okay,
Nap time.
comrade, put that on a shirt. But anyway, so what's it? So then Francis is going home, and then she discovers Marshall broke into her house. So this is officially the time we can say Marshall has broken the law.
Yeah.
So,
but I think he doesn't care anymore at that point because he's betrayed.
Well, he's technically a corpse. So technically,
yeah.
no, Marshall is not breaking the law because technically Marshall is dead.
But here's the thing, guys. If this was done in South Africa for real, like Marshall would have to
What do you
convince
mean
Home
if?
Affairs that he's alive
No,
because
what do
there's
you
a
mean
death
if?
certificate issued already.
Hello, what do you mean if this happened? It has already happened in real life. Have you
Someone
forgotten about
resurrected from the dead?
Have you not watched
Oh,
Taba Bester?
No, no. I'm talking about like a real death. I'm not talking about people faking their deaths.
I was
well,
thinking,
he
Like I'm
faked
talking
his
about
death.
like resurrecting from the dead. Like for instance, there was this conversation that I think I heard people talk about a while back when they say if you're arrested for life, if your thing is your sentence is life sentence, you die and then you get resurrected like 15 minutes later, does it mean that you're pardoned or what?
No. One, you need to you need to have a confirmed time of death. That has to be confirmed by a medical professional, and usually they've got before they even consider calling time of death, they go through a very vigorous test. People don't think it's not like in the televisions now where they say time of don't stop, it's over, he's gone. All right, I understand. Time of death.
But you do know the
It's
story
22
about a woman who was declared dead and then she woke up at her own funeral, then died of shock, right? True story.
Which brings me to the next problem. In that story, who was in charge of the embalming process? Because when you go to a mortuary, do you know what
Cadre
they do?
deployment. Cadre deployment, my brother.
Because you know what happens that they do to what happens to your body at the mortuaries?
Yeah, and also like you could see when someone is dead because they change color.
Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, like, in the process of faking your death, there has to be somebody that's bribed in order to
play along,
fudge numbers and play roles and do things. But anyway, so Marshall is back. He's broken in. He's very Francis is wanting an explanation, which is fair, but Marshall also wants an explanation, which is fair. No, actually, he doesn't. He doesn't care.
He just wanted to take Socrates. Then
He's like, I want my baby boy back. I want the child in the divorce. I'm done.
And I think he wanted the mushrooms as well.
Like, where my mushrooms?
Yes, he also did. And she was like, I was keeping them for you or whatever. Look, like, they're both right and wrong in this situation. Yes. And one of my favorite jokes.
Do you guys realize that we sound like lawyers right now?
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
We don't. If there's one thing I learned, I've got quote to quote my beloved aunt. She's a family friend, but I call her my aunt because I grew up with her. Hi, Mama Pinky. Anyway, she says if lawyers agree, then it's over. There is no way.
I get it. They can agree, but I still decide to milk these people.
No. When there are two lawyers in the same room, it's as if like they're contractually obliged to keep arguing with each other.
With the clients present or not?
Even with. That's why there has to be one lawyer in charge and everybody else who kind of plays along. Lawyers in agreement.
So I was saying that my favorite joke in this scene is when he's like, when he throws the bottle and he's like, who has a rude to kill bottle. He's like, I'm usually more athletic, but I've been dosed with a bunch of drugs
with this poison.
And I was just like, you know what? Props to the show for acknowledging that Marshall is very athletic.
Yeah, because the things he could survive.
Yeah. The things that man has done.
Marshall Jutsu.
I'm telling you, that Macabre is an added weight. He's pulling a Rock Lee or a Goku or something. One of these days, he's just going to say, there's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Oh my God.
He's 8 gates.
No, I'm saying, like, he's going to drop he's going to take his Macabre and he's going to drop it to the ground and then he's going to start speed blitzing.
And there's a mini earthquake.
Deep breath and then gone into a mist. Like, where did he go? He's so fast. Mushroom breathing. Mushroom breathing.
Mushroom gate.
7th form.
Anyway.
The gate of mushroom open.
Okay, enough.
All right, so
what I also like is that this poor child, high as heck. Okay, this child, we can clearly see that is not. Okay, we don't know it yet, but that child basically drew all the answers for this woman.
That was kind of. I mean, we do need. Yeah, I was just like, that's. First off, was that kid even paying attention? Did Marshall tell? I mean, they were having a conversation about the thing, but it's like, was that kid paying attention?
Yep.
Okay, I guess
that's what happens. Here's the thing. The thing. As a resident quiet child, believe you me, we hear everything.
Yeah, that's true. I can attest to that.
We are all knowing.
And funny enough, it's not like you're not focusing on the game. You're still focusing on the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but here's the thing. I never got any indicator that this guy was Picasso with the, okay, Picasso's the wrong, because I don't like Picasso style anyway. Sorry, Picasso fans. Yeah, cancel me for that.
Kill him!
Yeah, but I didn't know. Yeah, okay, here's a better one that most people agree on. I didn't know the kid was secretly Da Vinci. Because now I'm saying one, he drew mushrooms. Two, he drew a perfect turtle.
You know? And with turtle poop.
And he did that in like 5 seconds.
What did you say? What did the kid hear?
No, so the kid heard about the turtles and everything. And I'm just like, I never got an indication that this kid was the Renaissance man who can just sketch perfect turtles.
Yeah.
That felt on the nose. That felt like some lazy writing. I would have rather Francis just put 2 and 2 together after Marshall says you don't know how important Socrates is. Because Francis was smart enough to say that Socrates probably knows where the mushrooms grow and all of that stuff. So I feel like if she just had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and she was like, oh my gosh, if the thing poops on the thing and then the thing grows, that would have made more sense to me than the kid having to draw a picture. But anyway, that's just me. But anyway, then they're arguing on the street. And Frances does have a point. She was just like hiding out in an ice cream van, hoping for the best is not a plan.
Yes. Because she was asking the ever famous Kanye West question: How?
How, Sway?
How?
And Marshall did not have an answer for her. And you just like, consider me dead. Like, this is the problem with Marshall. Yes, noble intentions are great, but dog, you have to have a plan. You're not gonna save everybody with good vibes.
Watch me.
But I mean, also to Marshall's point, it was like, dog, you like, was this?
Never gonna let this
yeah, they're never, and it's never gonna be what you think it's gonna be. Like yeah, like you think. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
To quote Luke Skywalker in the movie that we don't like talking, nobody wants to talk about. It's not gonna end the way you think.
And then we cut to a montage of Rick. Rick is depressed that he has to shut down this mushroom project or whatever, which is weird to me because I'm like, they're gonna compensate you. Your job is safe. Evil Sweden has said you're good to go. I don't know why you're so depressed like this.
I think Rick just has issues that we don't see on screen. Like,
I think for a moment that he finally believes in this thing.
The thing is, when you see the credits of this thing, Rick is sort of like under the main character category. Even though you barely see him. So maybe there's an arc coming for him.
Maybe. But then also, what's this? Then Frances finds out they're shutting down the project and she's pissed. She can't do anything because,
and obviously. She's basically fired.
Yeah. Somebody's getting fired.
That she's fired. She technically doesn't have a job anymore because she was connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Hey, they fired a guy. They fired a guy Bluetooth. They didn't even tell her wire. So anyway, then
we did mention that Kopano and Harrington basically saw that it's Fungus who.
Fungus broke out. Broke out Marshall basically. So then they go visit Marshall's brother or whatever. And that guy, first off and foremost, dog, how do you have a business?
Dog.
Like, just walking in there is illegal because
I've never seen anyone buy anything in that thing.
Not only you don't see people not buying stuff, this brat just does not have pants.
All the time.
And I'm like, dog, indecent exposure would at least put you in prison. If they wanted to press the guy, they just like, we can just call the police and they can come arrest you for traipsing around in your underwear.
Oh yeah, this is when the kid was busy banging on the.
Yeah, it's like dog, and like and
ball.
No, that's when Marshall was there. Oh no, sorry, Marshall meets with the kid. Marshall meets with his brother first, and he starts tapping on the kid's head, and Yeah, that
There's
was
like,
just
yeah,
weird.
how does that feel? Huh?
Also,
Yeah, don't do
Amelia,
that.
protect your baby. If a weird man in underwear is dressed
No,
like Roshi and
but at
Dragon
the same
Ball,
time, the baby is seeing this another baby floating in the water and creating like at that moment I started to think, are you sure this mushroom's safe? Because
well,
why
because
are you
that was another thing. Like to Francis's credit, also, like she was saying, you need testing conditions and like
Mm,
you can't just give people this thing and hope everything works out.
that's true.
Like, yeah, because now we're seeing, and I called this before because I was just like, there's gonna be something wrong with this mushroom.
Yeah, you did say. You did
Hmm.
say. It was just too good to be true.
So anyway, yeah,
everybody can you imagine you find out now everybody who takes this thing is gonna join the hive mind. Soon you shall
mhm.
all become one being. You shall have one thought, one emotion. You shall join us, become one in the color. What I mean the mushroom. Mushroom.
And now squash every bug that you see inside.
Yes. Destroy the Zerg. I mean, bugs, bugs.
Anyway, so yeah, then he says, if you might consider me dead, you might not see me again. And Amelia is so calm with the fact that she just helped the dude fake his death and she's carrying her kid around. And I'm just like, something is off here.
Really? You called it beforehand.
I didn't call it specifically, but I felt like something is wrong because I'm like, you're a single mother. There's no way you'd be comfortable exposing your kid to all of this.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
that, yeah, because I would have left the kid with a babysitter or
Yeah,
something.
with a relative.
Mm.
Like, you're with a dude who's wanted by the government, who's been shot at, who had to fake his death to get out of prison.
Mm. But I guess she doesn't care because at the same time he saved her son. So.
No, I get that, but I'll be grateful to you, but my kid will be somewhere where he cannot be reached.
Yes.
Mm. Fair enough.
Anyway. Then Marshall looks at the kid's hand and that baby pops up again. And
This one was
it's
like,
so
whoa.
unsettling every time you see it. Because the thing is, like, its body parts don't even move in unison. Like, the animators did a great job, but
But they were just flexing the.
hey, dog, like, this was just, that was just showing off.
That's why I still
Sneaky
think
as
that
F.
there's some paprika in this thing. But
Mm,
anyway, not the actual paprika. I'm talking about the animated film audience.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we cut back to Evil Sweden, and Evil Sweden is finding out that, yeah, it pays to be
If
horrible.
you know,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I always got me. That's the one thing I always think about, you know. Take away the even the idea of a reward or punishment system after you die and stuff like that. I don't care about that at all. I don't have any evidence to prove it. But the one thing I know for a fact, no matter how horrible you are and everything, and how much you get away with winning by being a bad person, you're still gonna die in the end. And what was that all about? What did it? What was it?
No,
What
before
did
we
you do in
even,
the
I'm
end?
saying no, before we even get to that, your
Yeah.
body is going to speak to you because guess what, guys? Spoiler alert, being shitty is not a human trait. Ha 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 ha. It's actually the opposite of what being
Yeah.
human is about. And that's why your body will always fight you at every instance. If you ever look at any billionaire in the world or whatever, especially the evil ones, because contrary to popular belief, there are people who did legitimately earn their money. But if you ever look at, like, for example, study Queen Elizabeth. Just look at Queen Elizabeth, right? No matter how much makeup they put on her, that woman had more lines than worksheet paper.
Oh yeah, if you thought this current Queen Elizabeth was something to look at, you should have found out what happened to the first one.
Like being
Oh,
horrible, it don't work. Like dog, there's images of Genghis Khan. I don't know if it's true images of him, but you'll see some images of Genghis Khan, and he looks stressed. So yeah, killing all of that people will get to you, dog.
Yeah, and also look. Yeah, you may
Yeah,
say that the Atom
Alexander the Great died at 32.
because of
You
alcohol
think?
because of
Who's that?
alcohol poisoning. Alexander the Great,
Oh,
And guess
alcohol
wait,
what?
was he a
poisoning.
good guy?
Oh,
No. Okay, there
I'm
we did it.
look,
Oh my God.
I'm the biggest Alexander the Great fan, but even I have to say,
No, yeah, because I'm like, no.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
saying first off and foremost, we did it again, Devilo, so damn it. But um
but I get your
second of
point though.
all, I'm saying no, I call him Alexander the Stupid. But anyway,
how dare you? I'm hurt. He was a good
The
man,
views
Levert.
expressed,
He was a good man.
oh, good man, my foot. He led pillage and raping campaigns. Anyway,
So did
he
Caesar, but you don't hear people going.
oh no, I hate Caesar also. I hate all of them.
Like-
Anyway.
the views expressed.
Oh, okay, you Roman lovers, come at me.
Ah,
I
no,
don't care.
no. Caesar committed proper genocide. I can say that with a full chest. Sorry, you don't murder 5 million people and sell them to slavery and then call it no, just a conquest. I'm sorry. Call it what it is. See the truth for what it is, kids. Let's
No,
not beat around the bush.
all of them nuts.
Yeah.
Like even Brutus a little bit. But anyway, point being is that yeah. Point being is that yeah, it doesn't pay every time people like this is the thing. RIP to your channel, Mr. Extraordinary. I'm very sorry, but if you look at the prime minister of a certain country, his hairline is receding.
Which prime minister?
Oh no, I
Okay,
mean
prime minister. Okay.
it rhymes with lion.
Wow, guys, can we wrap it up? Like it's almost 12. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
some of us have to wake up
Anyway,
ridiculously
all
early
I'm
tomorrow.
saying is all I'm saying is that yeah, evil Sweden is seeing that it doesn't pay to be a bad person. And
Yes.
he's like, yeah, you can get the same amount of money if you actually try to be a good person and not go against your actual basic nature, which is the opposite of what everybody says our basic nature is. Not
Yeah.
beasts, human beings.
Anyway.
Yeah. And now he's starting to think about that mushroom. Yeah. Yeah, nah.
You want it now. You want it in your body. You want it. You want to eat it.
You want that mushroom too? Oh God.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm done. All right. So then Rick picks up thingy, they're gonna start their own company, which suicidal dog.
Next.
I don't understand that. Anyway. And then Marshall goes back to his house, which I guess makes sense, but still weird, I guess. But anyway, he finds out that they've changed the whole place. And lo and behold, guess who's back? Back again in some of the most evil lighting I've seen in a cartoon.
Hello, Marshall. They should have played it.
She
deserves.
should have. I'm saying she should have turned around with a cat from James Bond and just been stroking it.
No, they should have played the theme. That's a perfect The Bond of the Beautiful and exit.
Wow.
Because wow, what kind of telenovela level?
Why did I
nonsense is
sing with you? Ah.
You know what? I give up. I give up.
Look, I have a color dog. What is? How did you subscribe me? I don't understand. I was never like this.
Twin, where have you been? Stop it.
So what happens next, gents?
That's the end of the
episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're done.
Yeah, done now. Yeah, you can close this thing up. We can pass out now. This is me passing out. Like,
Guys,
battery
if
low.
you are
Please
still
recharge in
watching up to
time.
this point, you are stronger than us. Because it's almost midnight and we said we were gonna keep this short, but clearly we couldn't.
Mhm.
But
That's what she said. But anyway.
Oh,
oh my gosh.
Now this man is still fasting, ne?
Dude,
The sin
Like
comes
he's
out.
the most savage during this fasting period. I don't get it.
The sins come out. It's all the repression during the day. Just filters out at night, like, wow. Take it in one blow. Oh,
He
wow.
behaves like he's reasoning Hannah when he's not fasting. When he's fasting, it's something else. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for checking us out. We truly appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts on common side effects. As you can see, guys, we clearly love Kopano a lot.
Yeah, he's my favorite character.
Hey, he might
Marshall
be
is some weird
he
kid.
might be top one. He might
Yeah.
be my
Yeah,
favorite
no,
character.
for sure, for
Mm.
sure. So,
He just showing him.
yeah, please do like, subscribe. We do see the number of subscriptions keep increasing, and we do see the numbers of views and all of that. So please keep it up. We thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you for your time. From myself, Mr. Extraordin, Bugmeister Cool, and Tebela Khala, we shall see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Ah.